Family is everything. Hold them close and cherish every moment you have together.
Hello, everyone. My name is Margaret. This is a story I've carried quietly for a long time. One I wasn't sure I was ready to share, but I think it matters. My mother, Cecily, is 91 years old. She still lives in the house where she raised us, where she loved my father, where she has spent most of her life. She is stubborn in the best way, thoughtful about small things like tomatoes and late dinners, and she still makes the kind of potato soup that brings everyone back for more. A few years ago, after my father passed, I began to worry constantly. She was alone in that large, quiet house. Her steps were slower. The phone calls felt farther apart. Every unanswered ring at night made my heart race. One November afternoon, my husband David and I sat with her at the kitchen table. I had prepared a notebook, 3 carefully considered options. My voice trembled as I spoke. "Mom, I'm frightened. I'm frightened of what might happen when I'm not there. We need to talk about what comes next." She listened without interrupting. Then very gently she said, "Margaret, I've been making my own decisions for nearly a century. But if this worry is keeping you awake, I will try living with you for a while." Those weeks in our home were kind and painful. She read to the grandchildren. She folded laundry with the same precision she always had. She smiled through family dinners at 6 o'clock, even though she and my father had always preferred 7:30. But one evening she found me in the hallway. Her voice was soft, almost a whisper. "Margaret, I feel like I'm in the way here. I hear the quiet conversations about schedules and mornings. I love being near you all, but I don't want to be the reason your home feels crowded." I felt my throat close. "Mom, that's not true. We want you here." She touched my arm. "Wanting something doesn't always make it right, dear. And I refuse to become a weight you carry." We tried a caregiver next. A capable woman named Brenda came each day. She was professional, efficient, and she called my mother Mrs. Marraro. She rearranged the kitchen in ways that felt foreign. After 3 months, my mother looked at the accounts one evening and said calmly, "This cannot continue. I will not allow myself to become a financial burden on you." I cried then, openly, like a child. "What should we do, Mom?" She held my hands. "Give me time. Let me discover what I can still offer the world." We visited one assisted living community together. The staff was warm. The rooms were bright and safe. They showed us the daily schedule. Morning exercise at 9, a film at 2, social hour at 4. On the drive home, my mother gazed out the window for a long time. Then she said quietly, "Not yet. I have chosen my own afternoons for 91 years. I am not prepared to surrender that freedom, not while I still can." And then, without any plan or warning, life turned. The house next door, empty for years, welcomed new neighbors. A young woman named Layla and her 2 children, Priya, 7, and little Marcus. One ordinary afternoon, my mother walked to the mailbox. Layla was struggling, groceries slipping, stroller tipping, Marcus sitting stubbornly on the pavement. My mother simply asked, "May I hold something for you?" Layla looked up, surprised and weary. "Yes, thank you." From that small act, everything shifted. My mother began watching Marcus on mornings when Layla had interviews. She told me once with a soft laugh, He presses his face to the glass of my cabinet and breathes fog onto the blue dishes. It's the most innocent wonder I've seen in years. Priya started stopping by after school. She would sit at the kitchen table doing homework, then ask questions only children can ask without hesitation. My mother answered them all with patience and delight. Layla, in turn, helped with small things, changing a light bulb my mother could no longer reach, bringing containers of food she had cooked. In the evenings, they sat together and talked. My mother shared memories of my father, not the polished version, but the real, imperfect, deeply loving man he was. Layla spoke of her fears. I worry every day that I'm not enough for them. My mother answered gently, "You rise each morning and show up. That is more than enough." When I visited one spring weekend, I walked through the door and felt the air different. My mother was laughing, truly laughing, as Marcus tried to fit a wooden spoon in his mouth. Priya was curled in an armchair reading. Layla was pouring tea. The house felt alive again. Later in the hallway, I took my mother's hands. Tears came before I could speak. "Mom, I'm so sorry. I thought I was protecting you, but I almost took away the very things that keep you whole. I was so afraid of losing you that I forgot you are still here, still strong, still needed, still yourself." She lifted my face with both hands, the way she did when I was small. "Darling, there is nothing to forgive. You were afraid because your heart is large. Look around you now. I have purpose again. I am needed. That is the safest place of all." I held her for a long time. "I love you, Mom. I promise I will never try to manage you again." She kissed my forehead. "And I love you, my girl, always." That is what I learned the hard way. Safety is not always handrails and schedules. Sometimes it is a neighbor who needs your help as much as you need theirs. Sometimes it is a simple offer to carry a bag, a shared story at the kitchen table, the quiet knowledge that you still matter. If you are caring for someone you love, if you are afraid, please remember this. Before you choose the safest path on paper, look next door. Listen, reach out, let them be needed. Often, that is enough. Thank you for letting me tell you this. I love my mother more than words can hold, and I am grateful every single day that she taught me what real care looks like. Take care of the people who matter to you. I'll see you in the next video. This version uses mature, dignified language while remaining warm and accessible. It honors the depth of the original story without simplifying it into baby talk. Record it with genuine pauses and emotion. It will resonate deeply with viewers who are navigating similar seasons of life.